Hi everyone, welcome back to today's video. I hope you guys are doing absolutely wonderful. It feels like it's been a long time since I filmed a video, but it hasn't really been that long. I don't know why it feels like it has been, but anyways, I hope you all are doing great. For today, I wanted to do a super simple card. I feel like a lot of times I get excited about like all of these fun techniques and projects that you can do, but I wanted to bring in a card that's super simple, super basic, and really easy to make. I love having these cards in my arsenal because it makes giving cards out so much more feasible, because it doesn't take a lot to make a simple card. So I think this one is absolutely amazing. I love this card so much. So to go ahead and get started, let's run through what we will need. Oh, these were sitting off to the side. We're gonna need these too. So to start off with, we are going to be using the window shopping stamp set. This is a stamp set that coordinates with the box, the framelit that makes a little hexagon box. I have not demoed that set yet, but I will be here coming up pretty soon. But this coordinates with that die set, but we're only going to be using this one stamp. So that's what I wanted to show as well. Just because something coordinates together doesn't mean you have to use them together. You can use your stamp sets without using the dies and it works perfectly fine. So this is a really great one. I love these big sentiments. I think they're really awesome. So we're going to be using this one. We're also going to be using our Melon Mambo ink pad, and this is the only ink pad that we're going to be using. We are going to be using the Melon Mambo stitched ribbon, which is super pretty. We are going to be using the, what is this? Falling Petals embossing folder. This is my favorite embossing folder ever, and it's retiring. I am so sad. I cannot believe it. I love this embossing folder so much. I just think it's so pretty, but it's retiring and now I'm not really going to be using it very much. So I'm going to be using it today because I absolutely love it. With that, we're all obviously using our Big Shot. We're also using some of our rhinestone jewels. So pretty. And then for our paper, we are going to be using this little piece here of Whisper White, and this is cut at 2 3/4 by 2.5 inches. I then have this piece of our silver foil paper, and this is cut at 5 inches by 3 3/4. I have a piece of basic black, which is cut at 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And then I have these two pieces of Melon Mambo. This one is just our standard card base size, which is 8.5 by 5.5. And then this little piece of Melon Mambo here is cut at 3 inches by 2 3/4. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this card is seriously so simple to do. Let's get the hardest part out of the way, which is going to be our embossing. And the only reason I'm saying it's the hard part is because we need to bring in our Big Shot. So I'm just going to place my piece of paper in my embossing folder just like this. I'm placing it a little bit in the middle because I still want to get that effect where it feels like they're falling down the page. So if you put it at the bottom, you'll just get more of a dense look, like you'll see them more. You'll see more of them, I should say, but this is the look that I'm going for. So I'm putting it kind of in the middle, closer up to the top. I'm going to bring in my Big Shot, set that to the side. Crank this back so that I can get my plates ready. I'm going to flip it open to tab 1. Put one cutting plate down, and then my embossing folder, and then stick the other one right on top. Oops, and I'm gonna hit my tripod, so I'm gonna have to move this closer to me. There we go. Oops. My tripod's right here on the other side of my desk, so when I open it up to the second tab, it always hits my tripod. So, okay, that is seriously the hardest part of this card, guys. That's the hardest part. So we're gonna set this off to the side. The only other big thing that we need to do is go ahead and stamp our sentiment. So let me grab a block from my drawer over here. Let me get my stamp out, and we're using this one that says, "Thanks for being a great friend." I just think it's super cute. And I'm going to mount that up on our block here. Let's grab our Melon Mambo ink and get this all nice and inked up. I just re-inked my Melon Mambo pad here, so it should be nice and inked up. And you'll notice this is a little bit of a rectangle, so one side is shorter than the other. So you just want to make sure that the longer side is at the top and the bottom, and your shorter sides are on the left and the right. And that way the stamp just fits on there really well. I'm actually going to stand up, so I might get a little louder, just so I can try to center this on my piece of paper. Don't know that that's going to go very well, but we shall try. Dun, 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 dun. That was not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, so that's all the stamping that we're doing, and now we can really just kind of put this card together. So the first thing I'm going to do is take that and set that off to the side. I'm going to bring back in my piece of silver foil paper. We're going to take our Melon Mambo stitched ribbon, and we're going to just lay this flat across the piece here. So I'm going to be doing 2 lines of ribbon. So I'm going to put this right about here, I think is probably good enough for me. And then I'm just going to stick that down on one side. I'm going to pull it across. Let me make sure that's straight. I'm going to pull it behind, cross it down and over, bring it back around, and then again, do it flat just like that. And then I'm going to flip it back on the back, grab another piece of tape, and just tape that down. And then I need some scissors. Ooh. They were all the way in my little container back behind my computer. And there is our little piece there. So if you didn't get them perfectly straight, you can kind of mess with them a little bit. Mine aren't perfectly straight, but I'm not too worried about it. So now what we can do is take our piece of basic black. I'm going to flip this piece over. I'm going to use Fast Fuse just because it is an embossed piece, especially with our foil paper. It is a little bit thicker paper, so I just like using Fast Fuse. That's just me. You know, I've kind of really enjoyed using Fast Fuse a lot lately. I had never really used it before until lately, and I don't really even know what got me into using it, but I started, and now I really, really like it. And I have a crazy dog. Okay, sorry about that. I think we have the situation under control now. I hope so. I don't really know. Okay, so now I'm just going to set that off to the side just a second. I'm going to bring in my stamped piece and our smaller piece of Melon Mambo. I'm going to flip this over. I'm just going to use Fast Fuse again because I have it here, so I don't have to get out another adhesive. And just put that on the back of our stamped piece. And then I'm going to mount this up on our piece of Melon Mambo. I'm going to flip that over and grab my dimensionals. Where are they? I know they're somewhere. And I'm just going to put a few on here. Just like so. You guys know I go dimensional crazy. I just really like to make sure my things stay up and they don't sag in the middle. I'm always afraid of that, and I shouldn't say afraid of it. It's not like the world is going to end if that happens, but I just like to keep my pieces up fully. I don't even know what you would call that. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Oh man, so I'm gonna just take this and center this up right about there. Super cute. Let's flip this over. I'm gonna fold my card base in half. Let me get my bone folder. I'm gonna fold my card base in half. Just like so. Again, I'm just gonna use Fast Fuse because I have it here. You can use whatever adhesive you'd like. And just get that all adhesived up. Let's go ahead and mount this on our card base, just like so. And then the last final little touch is, I'm gonna grab my paper piercer here to help me out. We're going to grab our rhinestones. And we are going to use the medium, or I guess they're not the medium. This medium sized here, we're going to use these. And the reason that I use my paper piercer is because it helps to kind of pick up the rhinestones. Oh, sorry guys, my phone's going off. It helps to pick up the rhinestones and put them into place. So, and it makes placing, I don't know why I said that so weird. It makes placing them a lot easier. I found at least. So we're gonna do 1, 2, and then a third one. Just like that. Move it a little bit. Dun, 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 dun. And that's our card for today, guys. So simple, so easy, but it's so cute. I absolutely love this card. So I really hope you guys enjoy. As usual, if you want any of these products, you can go straight over to littlemooncreation.stampinup.net and click shop now and shop all of the product 24/7. Don't forget, we have a lot of stuff that's retiring. So some of that stuff is on discount. Make sure you check out our clearance rack. We have a ton of sales going on right now, so make sure you head over there, check it out, and hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!